Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Williams. Giricek covered by Evans, and the foul called on Rashard Lewis. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Boozer. Giricek covered by Evans. Back to Boozer. Out to Kirilenko. Jacks up a three. Hits it from three-point range.
The defense focused on Boozer's scoring ability, and he found an outlet with a great look there.
And it's Nelson with the ball, bringing it up now for the Magic. They trail by one. This is their first chance to take a look at the Jazz.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
Here's Boozer following the basket by Dwight Howard. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Okur. Rebounded by Howard.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Smart pass leading to an easy bucket.
Utah trails by 3. On the wing, Williams. Started by Nelson. Nelson with the steal. Turkoglu passes to Evans. A three-pointer is right on target.
Evans is a decent outside shooter, which means the defense at least has to honor his range.
Outside Boozer. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Boozer. Can they get it? And here is Okur. Out to Kirilenko. It's stolen by Turkoglu. Nelson outside. Here's Howard. It's another look. And at last, they get one to fall. Howard's got 8 points. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Orlando.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes. A guy that usually likes to work in close. Boozer noticed the soft coverage and able to knock that one down from the mid-range.
Now, here is Nelson. No scoring in this one. It's Evans on the wing. The basket good off the assist from Nelson.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Williams. Pass to Kirilenko. Right side, Boozer. Back to Kirilenko. Just 5 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Here's Giricek. They get it again. Now here's Williams. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in.
Just staying nimble inside. Williams manages to get around the contact.
Nelson outside. Kirilenko against Turkoglu. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Savvy pass, moving the ball to the person with the best shot on the floor.
Giricek, covered by Evans. Pass to Williams. Jazz passing it around. Here's Okur. And Utah again with the bucket.
Excellent trip down the floor, ending with a nice look.
Here's Orlando now. They're on a 14-6 run. Here is Howard. Turkoglu outside. And it's Evans in the corner. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season.
Well, I tell you what, they never eased up on the boards throughout last season. I mean, they were tenacious. They persevered. They were aggressive. I mean, they went after the boards hard.
Dewling's checked in for the Magic. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
The numbers for Kirilenko. He had a strong showing last season, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And one of the better steal guys in the league. Last year he got his hands on the ball constantly. You must know where he is on the court at all times.
And Williams, so fast on the catch and shoot, gives the team no time to react off the pass.
Lewis against Boozer. Lewis outside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Keith Bogans, he's checked in for Orlando. Utah trails by 4. How about this run crank they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Now here's Williams. He has 5. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Boozer. Shoots over Bogans. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And here is Williams. Pass to Kirilenko. Millsap with it, defended by Turkoglu. And that one's good. Millsap. Orlando leading by 5. Now here's Turkoglu. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Hey, because of Hedo Turkoglu's versatility and size, it's hard to defend him without fouling him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
And he makes the first.
Oh, the definition of a stretch four. Turkoglu can play either forward spot and can stretch the floor with his shooting.
Brewer is checked in for Utah. Now here's Brewer. Pass to Williams. Here's Harpering. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 4 assists in the game. Millsap against Turkoglu. And here's Doolin. Pass to Bogans. Now here's Lewis. And Doolin kicks to Evans. Here's Turkoglu. No good. Good work defensively by Millsap. Utah trails by 3. And they're moving it up. Here's Williams. He's looking for Bogans and finds him. And, oh, here we go. Turkoglu's got it. The fast break chance.
Oh, I love watching Lewis with the hammer on that one, refusing to just lay it up.
Here's Williams. Boozer passes to Brewer. Williams scanning the floor. Harper covered by Evans. Evans with the rebound. Magic leading by 5. Here's Lewis. Brewer grabs the board.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Williams gets the bucket.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Here's Dooley. Pass to Lewis. That one falls coming off Dooley's feet. Lewis has got 6. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Utah. And here's Millsap, defended by Turkoglu. Stolen by Dooling. Orlando moving the ball around. And the dunk by Evans.
And that steal setting up the break. Nice job.
And Brewer kicks to Williams. Here's Harpering. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
What a tremendous feed from Williams. Great awareness.
Turkoglu against Millsap. Here's Pogans. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Carlos Boozer. The Magic have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And a season ago, only converting at about a 72% clip from the line.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
That free throw good from Bogan.
You look across the league, so many games are won or lost at the foul line.
So for the Magic, Howard's checked in for Lewis. Cook comes in for Hedo Turkoglu. And it's Arroyo in for Maurice Evans. And a switcher also for Utah. Okura's checked in. Now here's Brewer. Still without a basket. Back to Williams. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Howard. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a three-point play chance here for him.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
First trip to the free throw line. For him tonight. Free throw no good for Howard. From deep three-point land. And that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. And so it's Dwight Howard making highlights for the Magic. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And Dwight Howard back in 2008, man. He was a man amongst boys. People forget about it, man. It's been a long time ago, but, man, there was a time. There was a time where Dwight Howard was the most physical player in basketball.
That changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
And such a valuable, high percentage.
Darren Williams back in the day.
Great job of taking advantage.
Post-up game was a feature. They don't talk about it very much, but he had a little bit of a post-up game back then.
Pass to Bogans.
Especially against smaller guards. Oh, good defense by Kirilenko.
Kirilenko sends it back.
AK-47.
Tries it again. And it's Kirilenko with the rebound. Utah trails by 7.
Utah not running.
Here's Williams.
Utah wants to set up in the half court.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Kirilenko.
Got a one-on-one here with Howard. Set a pick for him.
Here's the screen.
All the way,
Takes it
8
inside. Off on the layup.
Can't finish.
Magic leading by 7. Now Bogans. Shoots from the elbow. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Oh, good work finding space outside. It serves him well when that jumper's falling.
Left side, Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Last year's All-Star game in the Dallas area, it was played in a giant football stadium. It was a blast. Greg, as you know, in front of over 100,000 fans.
Kevin, that was an incredible scene, and I'd like to see more of that. Playing showcase events in new places, similar to what we see with the college tournament. Just a clever, multifaceted player who can really orchestrate an offense as well. Williams, the entire package at that lead guard position.
Nelson's checked in for Carlos Arroyo. Orlando leading. Pass to Bogans. Back to Nelson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Outside Kirilenko. Now Okur. He's guarded by Howard. Okur the pass to Kirilenko. And it's sent back by Howard. Nelson outside. Drooling up top. Here's Cook. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season.
A big part of their defense really revolved around their ability to block shots at the rim. It's so valuable to have that kind of backline protection. Allows you to be aggressive on the perimeter.
First one falls for him.
You know, with his size and perimeter shooting, I think Brian Cook has that versatility that allows him to be comfortable playing the 4 or 5.
And Utah making a change here. Boozer's checked in.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throws.
Back to Williams. Boozer a screen on Nelson. Here's Kiricek. Another miss by Utah.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And it's Howard finishing it off.
And love how Howard throws it down. Just spectacular to watch on these alley-oops given his strength.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Utah trails by 12. Here's Kirilenko, and he drives in. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play. Rashard Lewis. He's checked in for Cook, and he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he hit his foul shots a season ago at about a 74% clip.
Free throw good, Kirilenko.
And you've got to love the all-around game Kirilenko has. He's terrific at both ends, and he can play at any pace, makes an impact all over the floor.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
And here's a look at some numbers for Howard. He's coming off an excellent season. First in blocks, and he had the #1 field goal percentage in our league. A fearsome finisher, punishing defenders on the inside.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team. Here's Dooling. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Nelson from outside. Utah with the rebound.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Outside Boozer. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Oh, clever move by Carlos Boozer.
From Boozer, just powering
Got the mismatch, went baseline spin. Changed to his right hand, flicked it off the glass.
As for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
One shot.
Certainly knows how to get to the line. Boozer using that size of his to his advantage.
And so it's Nelson with it. They'll bring it up for Orlando. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. To the left wing.
Boozer guarding Howard now. He's got a mismatch. They should go in and book the Howard. He's got a size mismatch on him. He's height-wise. And they went to it. Not the way you would want to, though.
Good D by Boozer. Williams against Nelson. Boozer trying to get open. Rebounded by Howard. Magic leading by 6. Inside, Lewis. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Making his presence felt at the rim.
Here's Kirilenko. The layup off target.
No doubt it's been a
Dwight Howard's hustles.
in this quarter.
Man, this dude was all over the place, man.
Howard set
With chase down, contest by he just did right there. Watch out for bogus driving.
Guarded by Kirilenko. And
Oh, man. The Magic's defense is pretty good, man. 2008.
Here's a look at the schedule for the
Remember, they're only 1 year removed now. In 2009 from going to the finals, so you can see the beginnings of their finals run right here.
It's going to be game #4 for them during the start of this NBA campaign. They'll want to get off to a hot start to the year.
That free throw good from Bogan.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter. That's superb.
And the Magic making a change here. Turkoglu's checked in. Now here's Williams. 10 points for him. To the inside. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Kirilenko. To the paint. Here's Lewis. Goes back up. And it's Howard laying it in. Howard's got 4 points this quarter.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
To the middle. Here's Kirilenko. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Sean Lewis picks one up.
The defense comes at Kirilenko hard, but no problem for him. He stays focused and physical. Still able to get the shot off, absorbing the contact.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Gortat's checked in for Howard.
Orlando's got to do a better, Utah's got to do a better job on the defensive glass because Dwight Howard is killing them on offensive rebounding right now, man. They've got a lot of second shots. Utah's pretty much one and done on the offensive end. Shot goes up, shot gets rebounded. Orlando runs.
The Magic making
But at the same time, he need to get out and run transition, try to beat the Dwight Howard up the floor. Right now, Utah isn't running the floor, taking advantage of transition when Dwight Howard's lagging. Because when Howard gets there, he plugs up the lane. Even with the defensive 3 seconds, he's so quick-footed, he can still get in there and affect shots in the paint.
So it's Orlando now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Nelson, no luck. Nelson against Williams. Pass to Kirilenko. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Nelson, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
And that one, good. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
You're seeing Williams now catch fire, a capable scorer from all 3 levels on the floor.
Here's Nelson. The rebound by the Jazz.
And what a struggle it has been, yet to convert a single shot from the field.
Pass to Boozer. Here's Giricek. And the 3-ball is good. And now just a 4-point Magic lead.
A pretty crafty player. Boozer finds chances to set others up from time to time.
Well, the Dwight Howard's out now, so you see the defense is not quite as good, and neither is the rebounding, but the Magic still have that three-point ability.
Eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Lane's wide open when the White goes out, boy. It's all different with the Dwight Howard in there.
It's fun watching him toy with the defenders with his dribble moves.
Now, here is Nelson. He has yet to score. He scores, and he's off the schneid with that basket. 1 for 7 on a tough night for him.
Well, he's given himself a chance. 6 shots he's gotten up this quarter, but only able to convert on 1 of them.
Here's Williams. Pass to Kirilenko. Here's Giricek. And the Jazz, another 3.
And getting going here in the second quarter, his second three-pointer of the game.
Turkoglu passes to Cook. Back to Turkoglu. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
You know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Boozer, a screen on Nelson. Williams dishes to Boozer.
So ready to get physical. Boozer takes it to the inside of the defense.
This is his second trip to the free throw line. He misses the free throw. Several teams changing it up here. Good on the second free throw. And it's Nelson with the ball, bringing it up now for the Magic. It's a 5-point game. Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. Keith Bogans, he's checked in for Orlando. It's time now to look at the NBA's toughest defensive teams from a season ago.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Pass to Cook. Rebound, Utah. Boozer's got 11 rebounds in the game. Boozer double team. Millsap kicks to Brewer. Back to Millsap. It's deflected.
He was in great position defensively that time. Nice play by Cook.
Pass to Bogans. Turkoglu right side. Buries it from 3-point range. Turkoglu's got a pair of triples in the second now for Orlando.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Millsap finds Brewer. Here's Boozer. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Boozer's got 6 in the quarter.
And there's a lot of strength behind Boozer's game, so the inside contact won't deter.
Here is Bogans. Second shot opportunity. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Here's Williams. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And now just a 4-point Orlando lead. Well, Orlando shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Turkoglu up top. Millsap covering. Here's the floater. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Utah trails by 4. Here's Harpering. Pass to Boozer. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And quickly, let's take a look at the stats for Nelson. Last season's performance for him.
And I tell you one thing, Utah does not want. It's either the Magic's defense is really good recovering, it's just Utah just cannot run on this team. Like the Magic's transition defense is really good.
Always had his head up, looking for the open man.
I think they're the faster team of the two, if you're asking me. I think Utah has a power advantage across the board. Take Dwight Howard out, of course, but between Boozer, Okur, and Kirilenko, and even Darren Williams as the point guard, they got a power advantage, but the speed advantage definitely goes to the Orlando Magic, as you can see here. Because they're just transitioning. You can't run on these guys right here in this game.
Boozer hits them both.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Now, here is Nelson. Here's Turkoglu. Here's Howard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Man, Dwight Howard is a man. Cannot block this guy out, man. He is just
off the ground and just
wow.
Right into the contact.
Straight Wilt Chamberlain there right now. That's what he's looking like. A man amongst boys. Damn. Let's look at that rebound one more time, man. I just knew Utah was going to get this rebound, man. I mean, look at, I think, hold on, I'm sorry about this. Let's put this on, put it on Howard here. Like, check this positioning. Like, shots getting ready to go. We got 2 guys, we got 3 guys in the paint. Howard just comes in. Nobody blocks him out. Because they're looking at him. Boozer's looking at the ball. Howard just snatches it over 3 guys. And they foul him. Oh, man.
No good on that one.
You know, Howard, a physical and muscular, authoritative big guy who intimidates most nights. His physicality, very impressive.
And Utah making a change here. Okur's checked in. No good on the second free throw.
In lots of games, free throws are the difference. You never want to leave points at the line.
And the Jazz call time here.
Makes it long.
54 seconds left in the first half. Nelson against Williams. Now here's Okur. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Williams. Guarded by Nelson. Williams can't hit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. For Orlando, they have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game.
You know, I think of Maurice Evans as a designated shooter. I mean, that's his primary role on the floor, looking for quality shots that he knows he can knock down.
Outside Williams. Right wing. Plenty of space. And the shot no good, a bit short.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Magic lead by 5. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Both teams bombing from downtown.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle.
5 threes made apiece, but however, the offensive rebounding and the fast break points have gone to Orlando by way of turnovers as well. So,
no problem.
but Darren Williams is balling though. Look at that, 7 for 11, 16 and 5. He's balling, man. Ain't his fault.
Too many free throws to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on it. Body him up, be physical with it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Fires for 3. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. Boozer, he's checked in for Utah. Orlando leading by 5. Turkoglu with it. Here's Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
I tell you what, guys, Howard is feeling it tonight. A big game thus far for him offensively.
Down low. Here's Kiricek. Sinks the three-pointer. 11 points in the game.
Good work offensively, spacing out the D.
Turkoglu against Kirilenko. Lewis kicks to Turkoglu. Pass to Howard. Orlando moving the ball around. And Nelson gets it to go.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Williams. It's stolen by Turkoglu. Lewis with it. Now Kirilenko defending. They get it back. Outside for Lewis, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Utah trails by 7. 90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Okur. The shot, good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 6 assists in the game. And here's Nelson. He's got 5. Off target from three-point range. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by the Magic. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Now, here is Nelson. Lewis on the way. He's covered by Boozer. Lewis kicks to Nelson. 5 to shoot. High post, Howard. Tries again. Back to Nelson. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Lewis down low. He's covered by Boozer. Turkoglu outside. Howard with a screen on Kirilenko. And here's Turkoglu for 3. Here's Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
And not a whole lot that he can do. Once Howard is in position for the dunk, he might as well start jogging back the other way.
Pass to Boozer. Okur with it. Lets it go from deep. Turkoglu grabs the board. Turkoglu's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Nelson kicks to Turkoglu. Lewis outside. Turkoglu with it. Drains the three-pointer. And now a 10-point Orlando lead.
There's Turkoglu's touch from deep. He can be lethal when he gets it going.
Williams passes to Boozer. Out left to the wing. Okur with the screen on Turkoglu. Here's Kirilenko, and it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
And it's the Magic with the ball. Turkoglu outside. In the corner, it's Nelson. No good with the triple.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't contributed well scoring the ball, but obviously his teammates have.
And the foul called on Rashard Lewis. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Keith Bogans, he's checked in for Lewis. And Utah making a change here. Double team on Boozer. Here's Harpering. The Jazz again can't hit it. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They're leading by 8. Pass to Turkoglu. Floats one up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Turkoglu's got 16.
Yeah, and this team looks for Turkoglu to score, especially when he gets a good look inside.
Now here's Williams. He's got 16. Over Nelson. Goes back up. And Brewer kicks to Okur. Banked in off the glass. He's got 8.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pass to Howard. Got a piece of it. Williams with the steal. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. Now at the break on the floor, you can
Man, they just cannot beat the Magic in transition, man.
Boy,
You almost have to play it like you get this man. If the point guard's gonna have to go do it himself, because the wings can't outrun Orlando's wings, man. They just have more speed.
This team has been very impressive defensively.
Now Nelson, 5 points in the game. To the inside, Bogans, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Now here's Williams, following the miss by Hedo Turco. Pass to Brewer, to the wing on the left, stolen by Evans. And now Orlando on the break.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Here's Williams. 16 points for him. Boozer a screen on Evans. Pass to Boozer. Stolen by Evans. And here we go with the Magic fast break. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Here's Nelson. Darren Williams picking up that last basket. And he gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Williams with the ball. 18 points for him. Pass to Boozer. Clock at 6. Over Turkoglu. Boozer no luck. Magic leading by 14. Turkoglu passes to Nelson. And here is Howard. Evans feeling it out a bit. Here's Turkoglu. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A chance now to see the numbers for Boozer. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged about 19 points a game, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. And every team wants a scorer to give them a lift off the bench, and that's just what he brings.
Well, he's instant offense. I mean, the game's momentum can be going one way, then bam, his scoring turns the tide.
Keon Dooley is checked in for Orlando. And a switcher also for Utah. Paul Millsap's checked in for Boozer. Bounce pass from Williams. Harpering, covered by Evans. Outside Williams. Shoots. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, Williams is fearless with his jumper, and if he thinks he has the space, he's taking it.
Bogans kicks to Evans. Howard setting the pick for Turkoglu. Over Millsap. No good from Turkoglu. Utah trails by 13. Harpering, covered by Evans. Okur with the screen on Evans. The kick out to Williams. No good on the 3.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
And here's Dooley. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And Orlando making a change here. Cook's checked in. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Really left alone that time. 8 points for him.
Love the court awareness on that one. Williams demonstrating his outstanding vision by setting up the open man.
Pass to Bogans. Here is Cook. Millsap covering. Now here's Turkoglu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Man, this is crazy. All this physicality around the paint, man. Hey, I'm trying to keep Dwight Howard. I'm trying to face guard him so I can keep him off the offensive glass. But in doing so, you know, it opens up driving lanes because you're so focused on trying to keep Dwight off the glass. Oh, my God, it's a headache. It's so fun.
And that one misses. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Utah trails by 10. Here's Williams. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. 22 points for Williams.
Powerfully built for a point guard. Williams can create space, get himself looks inside with that strength.
Pass to Cook. Turkoglu outside. Screen by Howard. Turkoglu passes to Bogans. And good coming off the assist from Hedo Turkoglu. Turkoglu's got 6 assists here tonight.
You know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Now here's Williams. 22 points for him. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clever play by Williams. Gets right.
That time we faked the screen. That time baseline and went inside
He'll take his third
and brought Howard over.
In the game right here.
Finished the season last year around 80%.
I was hoping to get a foul on Dwight Howard on that drive.
To have guys for any team.
They called it on Dooley. The Howard is superstar advantage.
Very good at the line.
They could have called it on Howard, but they didn't.
You feel good about it.
And that one falls for Williams. Carlos Arroyo. He's checked in for Orlando. And both free throws good for Williams. 1:02 left in the third quarter. Here's Arroyo. He's guarded by Williams. Dueling for three. A rebound by the Jazz. Now here's Williams. He's got 24. Inside and stolen by Howard. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Bogans dishes to Cook. Orlando moving the ball around. Arroyo can't get it to go. Utah trails by 9. Now Williams. An easy 2 points on the layup. Williams has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
And so it's Orlando bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. Don't go anywhere. We'll be
Man, look
right
at this
back.
defense, man. This is insane.
And this is... Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Nelson against Williams. Here's Lewis. Offline from the high post. Utah trails by 7. Williams passes to Millsap, and Millsap snaps it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Now here's Lewis. Dueling up top. 6 to shoot. Back to Lewis. Here's the 3. Rebound, Utah. Millsap's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Williams. Left side Kirilenko. Pass to Williams. Now here is Kirilenko. Lewis covering. Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Kirilenko.
Yeah, how about the passing skills there of Williams? Solid at realizing when one of his guys has a good look.
Dueling with it. He's guarded by Williams.
Oh, man, I showed him. Let's take a look at that last defensive possession right there. That was good defense by Utah. I showed. We're looking for the pickoff for the 3-point kick out. Darren Williams right now. Let's see. They've got. This is what you got. You got top. You got basically a two-man game situation here by Orlando. Darren Williams is in help position, guarding Jameer Nelson. But I'm looking to help to show, but not really commit to it, knowing that my backside support's going to be here. Lane's wide open though. I'll tell you that, man. Showing, but I faked it. I'm hoping he kicks it back here, so it'll be a steal. My man's here. But damn, hard foul by Kirilenko, though. That was a good defensive possession. They just couldn't do it without fouling. That's been the story all night.
And he was ready for it.
First team foul. At the line for your home team, Dooley. Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
When you at some point you got to be able to defend without fouling, man. You can't just lay into somebody. You can't give up 2 free throws, man. You gotta defend your man. You can't just rely on the referees to bail you out. All right, Boozer's coming back in. We should be able to go in the post now on Rashard Lewis on Boozer. That should be a double team matchup. They should double team that one instantly.
And both free throws good for Dooling. And it's Williams with the ball for Utah. Trailing by 4 to the middle. Boozer kicks to Williams. And the dunk by Boozer.
And with Howard out, that frees up Boozer now to go with the glass.
That big, strong body there on the offensive glass.
Who is outside? To the paint. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And that's right in his wheelhouse.
They have no confidence in Rashard Lewis. Oh, my God. Utah just cannot defend without fouling. They can just defend without fouling. They're getting some good defensive possessions, just they can't finish it off with good non-contact defense. But it's 2008. The rules are different. You know, we just saw in the preview before, you know, when the Philadelphia-Utah game, they was letting anything go.
First free throw is good.
They didn't care. You know, here you're seeing every foul being called. It's 2008.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. 6 on the shot clock. Williams for 3. Bogans grabs the miss. Bogans got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Dooling kicks to Bogans. Williams against Nelson. Lewis. Here is Bogans. To the inside. Here's Cook. Buries the easy one. And the Magic lead by 4.
No hesitation there from Cook. Confident in that jumper.
Pass to Boozer. Stolen by Lewis. Dooling with it. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play. Nelson against Williams. Shot clock at 6. Back to Boozer. Millsap in the corner. And it's off from 3-point range. Orlando leading by 4. Pass to Dooling. They set the pick. Down low. Here's Cook. That one falls coming off Dooling's feet.
With his ability to score inside and outside, Cook can create a lot of mismatch headaches.
Here's Millsap. Outside Kirilenko. Now Williams. Over Cook. Another miss by Utah. The Magic have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Lewis on the wing. Good work defensively by Millsap.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Pass to Williams. Over Nelson. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Lewis passes to Dooling. There's a good screen. Boozer with the rebound.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there. because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
The Magic call timeout. Entirely new group here. Howard's checked in for Cook. Turkoglu comes in for Rashard Lewis. Reese Evans is checked in for Keith Bogans. And it's Arroyo in for Jameer Nelson. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Orlando's coach talk to his team. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Double team on Boozer. Millsap against Evans. Outside Kirilenko. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Lewis checked in for Dooley. And Utah also making a switch. Okur's checked in. Magic leading by 6. Now Arroyo. Pass to Lewis. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound, Utah. Okur's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the middle. It's tipped. Stolen by Lewis. Looking to end his cold spell.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Arroyo. Darren Williams picking up that last basket. Evans outside. Stolen by Boozer. Okur against Lewis. And here is Williams. Boozer a screen on Evans. Williams passes to Boozer. And Boozer throws it down.
Doesn't get any easier than this. Boozer rising up with confidence there and powering it home.
Turkoglu passes to Arroyo. Back to Turkoglu. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Evans bounce pass. Lock at 6. Count it. Good. And the Magic lead by 6.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Now here's Williams. Out to Kirilenko. 3-pointer. Pass to Williams. Here's the break. Here's Arroyo. Here's Howard. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Howard's got 10 points here in the second half. Utah trails by 8. Outside Williams. Here's Kuracek. Traps in the tray.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Orlando, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Here's Turkoglu. That shot, no good. Excellent defense there from Boozer. Out to the right wing. Here's Kuracek. Boozer trying to get open. Fast break. Here we go. And it's blocked by Kirilenko.
He's got such great timing. Phenomenal rejection from Kirilenko there.
Here's Jiricek. And it's Orlando with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Turkoglu dishes to Arroyo. Pass to Lewis. Turkoglu with it. Evans outside. Shot clock at 5. Howard setting the pick for Evans. Over Jiricek. Here's Howard. And it's blocked by Kirilenko. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
Man, Kirilenko with 2 big blocks the last 2 possessions, man. Because Dwight Howard's not gonna. Dwight Howard ain't missing that. Boozer couldn't even challenge that shot. He's so short. I mean, he's not short, but compared to Howard, he is. Man, Kirilenko though, is blocking. Woo!
Taken away by Kirilenko. Here's Okur. Here's Harpering. The kick out to Boozer. Pass to Williams. 1:58 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Harpering. It's good from long range.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Here's Kirilenko. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Orlando leading. Here is Nelson. Evans outside. Pass to Turkoglu. To stop the drought. Basket counts. Turkoglu's got 19 points.
That's a big bucket for Turkoglu and his team. He's a guy you can definitely count on to deliver.
Williams passes to Boozer. Outside Kirilenko to the right side. Inside. That one misses. Evans with some nice D. Williams against Nelson. Pass to Lewis. Excellent defense there from Boozer. Williams for 3. It's hauled in by the Magic.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Howard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Man, Boozer just oh man, they just couldn't. It's like they would get close. That missed layup by Kirilenko. He was playing so hard on defense, but he just couldn't finish to tie the game up, man. He had a chance in that fast break. One of the few fast breaks Utah had. It's not over yet, though.
So the first one drops, and that puts them.
It may be over now. It may be over now. If Dwight Howard's hitting free throws here late. 25 seconds to go.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Remember, you can advance the ball to timeout if you don't take a dribble after a rebound. That's what it's important you don't do that. On those rebounds on free throws, don't advance the ball. Because once you advance it, it's wherever the ball touches it.
On this possession.
Got to go right up with it and then foul immediately.
And this is why you feed Williams down the stretch. He just has a knack for coming up big.
And so it's Nelson with it. I'll bring it up for the Magic. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. And the Jazz call time here. They're trailing by 4.
Jazz have 2 more timeouts left.
What's the strategy?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
And here are the Jazz now. 4-point game. The Jazz with another miss.
Well, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from 3-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
At the line for your home team, Dino.
And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up missing both free throws. To the inside. It drops.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
The Magic called timeout.
Timeout, home team.
Six seconds left in the game. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
At the line for your home team, Jameer Nelson. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
It's the one he has to get.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
Utah calls timeout. They trail by 4. Guys, what do you think?
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this timeout.
Yeah, and even if they get it and then get a quick foul, I'm not sure there's enough time even under that scenario.
Here's Harpering. Off the mark. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. It was a fantastic ball game. And they did it.
Man, Orlando's defense is just good, man. They switched that. It was supposed to be a quick out for Harpering. They switched out.
When they needed to.
And at that point, the play was broken. We couldn't get the three-pointer off.
In terms of coming away.
Good defense by Orlando, man.
Does it for the first game of the new NBA
They were all over it in
season.
this game.
For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
But yeah, guys, this is a quick preview of the 2008 Revisited series that we'll be doing here coming up soon. Last night we showed the 96 preview with the 96 Bulls. We showed the a little bit of the 85 today. And now you just saw 2008, guys. Let's take a look here at the team comparison. Utah actually shot the best percentage, but Orlando just got all of the other. They got the dirty. Look at that. 26 offensive rebound. We just saw the previous game where Philadelphia destroyed Utah with offensive rebounding with Charles Barkley and Moses Malone. Man, the turnovers killed them, man. Points off turnovers for Orlando. They had 16 turnovers, 14 steals for Orlando. My goodness. They just could not. And then on top of that, too, Utah couldn't defend the Orlando Magic without foul. Look how many foul shots they got. You take that away, they probably would have won this game. But give Utah credit. Orlando was up by 15 points at one point, and they came back. So give them credit for that. But 4-point victory for the Magic in 2008, led by Dwight Howard, who just was a man tonight with 25 points, 22 rebounds, 3 blocks, goes 12 of 20 from the field, and even hit a free throw. He managed to hit one free throw, which for him is a Herculean task in 2008. That's how bad he was. Turkoglu chipped in with 20 points, almost a triple-double for Hedo back then. 27 and 7 for Brother Hedo, as they used to call him in Sacramento. Keith Bogus came up big with 16 points, and more importantly, his defense, man. Rashard Lewis did a pretty good job at the end of the game, although he was getting tortured by Boozer all game. But Darren Williams, man, look at that. 35 points, 11 assists, but the 6 turnovers, bro. That's what killed him. 15 for 30, 50% from the field. Everything else was good except that. Them 6 turnovers, man. That might have been the difference in the game right there. 6 turnovers. Boozer played great, 14 points, 16 hard. Those are hard. Listen, he was going against the Dwight Howard tonight, so those are 16 hard rebounds, man. 16 hard rebounds. Karolinko's defense, he had 4 blocks, bro. Let's take a look at Karolinko's defense. He had some defensive plays in this game that were just sick, like Scottie Pippen type stuff, man. That's who I always compare Karolinko to. He always reminded me of Scottie Pippen defensively at times, with his ability to particularly in help defensive situations. Not so much on one-on-one defense. He's a good one-on-one defender, not nearly as good as Scottie was, but I think where he compared to Scottie was his help defense. Like his help defenses, he's among the best I've ever seen. Karolinko in his prime. Man, Boozer, man. Let's take a look at him. Man, if it wasn't for Dwight Howard, man, he probably would have had 30 points tonight because the way they were, they really don't have no. I mean, like I said, you take Dwight Howard out, they don't match up with Utah power-wise. But Dwight Howard is so imposing that he makes up for what little size that Orlando has or doesn't have. So it didn't make a difference, you know. Let me look at him right there. He's going up against a guard right there. Lewis comes over on a double team, and he still scores. But it didn't matter. Darren Williams right there. Look at that. There's that block by Karolinko on that fast break. Darren Williams, man, he couldn't play. Actually, he could. Those 6 turnovers. But then again, a lot of those turnovers weren't so much him. It was like Orlando was just shooting the gap. Like you would think guys are coming free. They would just switch off and shoot the gap and pick balls off. So it really wasn't so much what Darren was doing wrong as what Orlando was doing right. You know, I can't even blame him for those turnovers because the defense was so good, like switching and getting out on cutters. They were just shutting all that down. Then, of course, Dwight Howard was just a man tonight. Look at that. Boom. Just a man amongst boys. They had no answer for him. Just, ugh. The physicality, bro. Man, look at that. Man. Bro, it's not even fair, man. Look at this. 2008 Dwight Howard was a cheat code, man. It's a cheat code. That's the way it was in 2008, guys. That's a quick preview of what you can expect to see from the season. We got more. We got that and more. Remember, in the 2008 season, you'll be seeing the big three Boston Celtics, Kobe Bryant and Pau Gasol for the first time together with Andrew Bynum and Lamar Odom. You'll be seeing Tracy McGrady and Yao Ming together. And also, don't forget, it's Kevin Durant's rookie season in Seattle, right? Remember Seattle? Kevin Durant is a rookie in 2007, 2008. So you'll be seeing that as well. I've already done a quick preview of that a couple nights ago. So look forward to that. But with that, guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys are excited. Like, subscribe, share, and tell your friends about what's going on over here on the channel as we are getting ready to embark on the NBA Seasons Revisited series here on Lexington Strong Style Sports. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.